Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist complete.
Starting refueling. Slide slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
We are expecting a full flight today. Please do us a big favor. Make sure once you make your way towards the back of the aircraft, look to your left and right, get seat up in seat. That's your seat. Once you find that seat that's split, please put a step out of that main aisle so the passengers behind you can get by, as well as expedite our departure and get us on our way.
Guys, the Leo's on board.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Delivery, good evening, Jordanian 23 Cubic.
Jordanian 23, Quebec Heavy Clearance, good evening. Partial amendment to your flight plan, advise ready.
With X-ray, we are ready to copy.
Jordanian 23, Quebec Heavy, you are clear to Queen Alia Airport via Kennedy 5 departure. Accept fly runway heading until the JFK 1.5 DME. Then turn right, heading 100. Vectors Merit, Mike, Echo, Romeo, India, Tango. Direct Hartford, Hotel, Foxtrot, Delta. Direct Papa, Uniform, Tango. Then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Squawk 3324.
Alright, this is destination, Kennedy 5 departure, accept runway heading until 1.5 DME from the JFK, then turn right heading 100, then to Merit, Hotel from Delta, Papa Uniform Tango, and then at 5,000 KT to 412, Canadian 2
Turbine 23 Quebec Heavy, read back correct, ground point 90 when you're ready to taxi. Good night.
Good night.
Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson delivery, good morning, Delta 227 request IFR clearance to Alexandria is filed.
Delta 227, cleared to Alexandria via runway 27 left departure. Initial altitude 7,000 feet. Squawk 2075. Delta 227, cleared to Alexandria via runway 27 right departure. Initial altitude 11,000 feet. Squawk 2075. Delta 227, cleared to Alexandria via runway 27 right departure. Initial altitude 11,000 feet. Squawk 2075.
Cleared to Kilo Alpha Echo X-Ray via runway 27 right departure. Initial altitude 11,000 feet. Squawk 2075, Delta 227.
Delta 227, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.650 when ready for startup.
Clarence, good evening, 2 Quebec off Atlantic City, Yankee. Parker, 2 Quebec Golf, Kennedy Clarence, good evening. We're at Atlantic City Airport, Kennedy 5 departure. Accept, fly runway heading until the JFK 1.5 DME. Then turn right heading 100, vector Dixie, Dennis Files, maintain 5,000, squawk 1114. 2 Quebec off, code Atlantic City to Kennedy 5, runway heading to the JFK 1.5, right turn 100. Vector 6 US filed, 5,000 and squawk 1114.
Turn on the fastest seatbelt sign. Please recheck the security of your seatbelt.
That's correct. This is Yankee, ground point when you're ready to do it.
Delivery Emirates 43 Charlie.
Emirates 43 Charlie.
Request the expected SIE first, Emirates 43 Charlie.
JFK 5.
Copy Emirates 43 Charlie, thank you.
Clearing JetBlue 97.
JetBlue 97.
Being, I just had a quick question for you. Our clearance looks like it's set up for 4 left, but the Addons is saying Robin Hill expect 3 left to the Echo, so these also going to be 3 back.
Yeah, it's because he should probably be getting out of here in like 10 minutes, and the last 31 left Robin Hill's taking the runway now.
Okay, so we should expect 4 left then?
Yes, sir.
Alright, thanks. Clarence, good evening, JetBlue 1561.
1561 standby. Is there going to be a full roof?
Alright, JetBlue 1561, ready to copy.
Standby, please. We're 1561, let me know when you're ready.
JetBlue 1561 ready.
1561, you clear to the Tango Bravo, Papa Bravo Airport, Kennedy 5 departure, accept, fly runway heading until the JFK 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100, vector ship, direct jet, Juliet, Echo, Tango, Zulu, Zulu, direct blue, Bravo, Lima, uniform, 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 direct dumper.
Before start checklist to the line. IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear pins.
Removed.
Light test.
Checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Yaw damper.
On.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal and auto.
Fuel.
Uniform, Alpha, Delta, direct, Daru, Delta, Alpha,
Checked.
Fuel
Romeo,
pumps.
Four pumps on.
X-ray,
Cabin util IFE galley power.
Lima,
On.
456,
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Fasten belts.
Tango,
On.
Hotel,
Window heat.
Alpha,
On.
November,
Air conditioning.
Kilo,
PEX auto. Bleeds on.
Pressurization.
The direct to Gyro, Dennis Files. Maintain 5,000, set flight level 350, 10
Set.
minutes after the
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Not again.
Jets.
Checked.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Set and standby.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Lima
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
Tank. Gyro. S-file.
Discussed.
5,000.
Complete.
PA. FMC CDU.
2716 on the squawk.
1561, readback is correct. Current is Alpha.
Set.
N1 and IAS books.
N1 and IAS auto. V-speed set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Performance, weight and balance.
And for Lizu, departure frequency when assigned is going to be 125.7 now.
Checked.
EFB.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Phones.
Off.
Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Closed.
Doors.
Not again.
Clearance, this is Red Nose 6, copy, Heavy.
Folks from the cockpit, like to welcome Heavy Sunset. We're ready up front. Everybody's closed up outside. We're just waiting to get some of our performance numbers and the clearance from air traffic control, and we should be underway. Pleasure having you on board. Relax. Enjoy the flight. Should be underway here shortly. Thanks for flying with Delta transition. Radar vectors merit.
Okay, cleared off 31 left full length, squawk 4 departure.
Closed.
Passengers.
Seated.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Correction, red nose 6 South Yankee Heavy, full ground, 0.9 for taxi.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross check and all call.
551, advise ready to copy.
Ready to copy, Carol, line 551.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta
Visit 551, you're cleared at Tango Tango Papa Papa Airport.
As you're making your way to your
Kennedy,
kindly ask that you please
it's going to be the 4 departure 4-4 Yankee transition. Radar vector.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
571 Alpha 5 with oxygen plate. Company for
Share space. So submit directly above
Car
your
5 that was
Go
dead, whatever you're doing.
ahead and utilize the next available space. If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under the seat in front of you, so we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bag without having to check the plane size to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once you close your boarding door, please place these items in the airplane mode or turn off your cellular service.
Palmer 2 departure.
Note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you. Place them directly on the floor or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety. We'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board. Ladies and gentlemen, we have received our final paperwork and we are ready for an immediate departure. Before we can move the aircraft, all passengers must be seated.
Palmer 2, then file 10,000.
Your tray tables and carrying items
163 United 674.
United 6 for Rebecca.
All right, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Delivery from Qatar is 756 heavy.
Qatar 756 heavy, sir.
Before start checklist below the line, air conditioning packs,
Off.
anti-collision light,
Okay,
Off.
yeah, your flight has
Parking
about
brake.
5 minutes.
Set.
transponder.
Alt off.
Before start checklist complete.
Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson ground, Delta 227, requests startup and pushback.
Delta 227, startup and pushback approved.
Startup and pushback approved, Delta 227.
Hey Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Show me,
Here comes the pushback. Light 'em up.
I'll be giving a brief
Ground
safety
up to
presentation.
2197, Papa
Okay,
Bravo 2,
be sure
Echo
all
Delay.
carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin. And place smaller items under the seat in front of you. And ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear. Delta now allows U.S. domestic passengers to use handheld devices like tablets and cell phones on board at any time, as long as all cellular functions are disabled. Larger electronic devices like laptops should be turned off and stowed until we're airborne. Access from off into the sunset. VN. Please note some electronic devices may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find additional information regarding electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. This plane features Wi-Fi, and internet access will be available while we're above 10,000 feet. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket. Are you willing and able to assist with the operation of the exit if necessary?
Yes. No.
If you're unable to perform these functions, please let us know, and we'd be happy to find you another seat.
Ground Delta 227, 2 north, information X-ray. Delta 227? I'm sorry about that,
As
Delta
the Z
2027.
indicate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air.
1655, Echo for ramp 2,
For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member instructions. Smoking is not allowed on any Delta flight. And federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a Russian There are 8 modes plane, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 4 windways over the wings. Forward doors have detachable slides that can be used for flotation. Life rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front and center of the plane. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask towards you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Lift the electric
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Special 6, Endeavor 5435.
A water evacuation is also unlikely. But just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first class or business class cabin, life vests are either in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Flip the vest over your head. If your vest has one strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. If your vest has two straps, fasten the straps to the front of the vest and then adjust them loosely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest. Manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab at the front. If your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices for children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Also, most seat cushions can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright. Your aisle armrests are low.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Are properly stowed. As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
On behalf of everyone at Delta Airlines, we want to thank you for paying attention.
Radio cut out to resonate 211 Hotel Right on Alpha, moving to order 6 right at the west there, American maintenance. Got a 2227 on tower 119.1. Got 2227.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Before taxi checklist, generators,
on,
APU,
off,
start switches,
continuous,
probe heat,
on,
anti-ice,
off,
air conditioning,
PAEX auto, bleeds on,
isolation valve,
auto,
flaps,
flaps 5 required and selected, green light,
stab trim,
set,
start levers,
idle detent,
flight controls,
checked,
recall,
checked.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Got a 443 on tower 119.1.
19-1 up 443.
Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson ground, good morning, Delta 227 is ready for taxi.
Delta 227, taxi to runway 27 right. Contact tower on 119.500 when on holding point.
Taxi to runway 27 right. Contact tower on 119.500 when on holding point, Delta 227.
Ground American 2770, 1 north with Yankee.
American 2770 around runway 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot. 26 left via Foxtrot, American 2770. Southwest 5787 North Rate, taxi with you. Southwest 5787 ground, runway 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot. 26 left via Foxtrot, Southwest 5787.
Good morning, runway 27 right, touch via Lima, Lima, Charlie.
And I am at 1000, you repeat this taxi instructions.
Delta 1448, runway 27 right, touch via Lima, Charlie.
27 right via Lima, Charlie, Delta 1548.
Southwest 5787, get ready to RJ, left to right in the car.
We'll give away the RJ, Southwest 5787.
Ground American Maintenance 521 at Victor 21 North.
American Maintenance 521, Victor to 1.
Victor 21, American Maintenance 521. Ground Delta 2004, joining Mike for ramp 4.
Delta 2204, ground touch to the floor.
Delta 2004, taxi to 4.
Delta 1548, your way to company 717 from your right and support.
Give way to the company 717 off to the right. Get him in sight, Delta 1548.
Ground Delta 01 Heavy, joining Mike for ramp 8.
Delta 01 heavy ground taxi Mike to 8.
Mike 8, Delta 01 Heavy.
Delta 227, contact tower on 119.500. Have a nice flight.
Contact tower on 119.500, Delta 227.
Ground Delta 1665, joining Mike ramp 2.
Delta 1665, ground taxi to 2.
2, Delta 1665.
Ground, good morning. Southwest 501 is 3 south of TNT.
Southwest 501, ground runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Charlie, your way to heavy 777, right to left and ramp 8.
See the 777 will give way to him in 8, Southwest 501.
Army 8515, you're cleared to the Columbus Airport via the 9 departure radar vector south to Columbus. Time maintain 4,000. Expect 6,000.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Checked.
Flaps.
Flaps 5 set. Green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Takeoff briefing.
Reviewed.
Cabin.
Secured.
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line. Before takeoff checklist below the line. MCP.
Set.
Transponder.
TARA.
Strobe lights.
On.
Landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Tower, good morning, Delta 227 on holding point of runway 27 right, ready for departure.
Delta 227, wind is calm, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 right, Delta 227.
KAEX 618 Heavy at the shoreline, turn left heading 210, runway 25 right, click takeoff.
At the shoreline, 21025 right, clear for takeoff FedEx 618 Heavy.
FedEx 486 Heavy at Foxtrot, cross 25 left, cross 25 right, turn on Bravo.
Okay, on Foxtrot, cross 25 left, cross 25 right on Bravo, FedEx 486 Heavy, and we can accept Foxtrot.
FedEx 484, wait till inspect the full length.
Copy that, we'll expect the full length. Cross 25 right for Bravo, FedEx 486 Heavy.
FedEx 618 Heavy, come departure.
Report.
FedEx 46 Heavy, opposite, shutdown, north side, cross 25 right, line
5 right, line up the way.
80 knots.
Positive rate.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
At the shoreline, left turn heading 210, clear for takeoff, 25 right.
400.
Delta 227, altimeter 29.97.
1000.
Contact Atlanta Center on 135.1005.
Altimeter 29.97. Contact Atlanta Center on 135.100. Goodbye, Delta 227.
We'll make a right turn here, please. Going to 24.
That's called Echo Delta 9 at 250.
Echo Delta 9 with you, Delta 12.
Atlanta Center, good morning, Delta 227 passing 5,800 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Delta 227, turn right heading 0908, climb to 11,000 feet.
Turn right heading 0908, climb to 11,000 feet, Delta 227.
Delta 227, climb to flight level tree 00.
Climb to flight level tree 00, Delta 227.
American 491, 17,800 to 230. American 491, finish line maintain flight level 290. Flight level 290, American 491.
After takeoff checklist, air conditioning and pressurization.
Delta 227, turn left heading 258.
Turn left heading
Engine start
258,
switches.
Delta
Off.
227.
Landing gear.
Up and off.
Auto brake.
Off.
Flaps.
Up, no lights.
Altimeters.
Set.
After takeoff checklist complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, I'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution in opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it will be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available, complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 50% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Maintain Mach point 76.
Thousand to go.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt lights off. You're free to move about. Once you are seated, we recommend you keep your belts fastened. Thank you.
American 1514 197 for 23.
You can have kids a little bit closer. Meanwhile, please sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us.
Flight level 290, or
pressure maintains on level 360, and you can expect to start doing in front of the 240.
Okay, description down to 360, expect to lead 640, south
76890, particularly to Los Angeles, turn left, heading of 250.
Okay, 250 has 59.
76890, and you can expect direct to Ransom.
Right west, 59.
Delta 5720, reduce Mach speed, United speed, Mach 0.75.
United 16 Mach 75, Compass 5720. Directly to Rancho, Compass 5720.
United 1777, contact center on 128.6.
128.6, United 1777.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Set.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Approach briefing and fuel.
Discussed.
IAS and alt bugs.
Checked and set.
Descent checklist complete.
566, ground to reduce speed, maintain Mach 0.76.
76,
Delta 566, descend and maintain flight level 240, and in the transition maintain 280 knots.
240 on the altitude, 280 near speed on transition, Delta 566. Good afternoon, folks. Run the cockpit. Start a slow descent, but this time we would like to ask you to return to your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight.
76890.
It's our pleasure having you on board with us. Flying with Delta Day. Flight, go ahead and prepare the cabin for arrival, please.
240 on transition, so 280 knots and
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to refill them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. Kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle.
American 491, climb maintain flight level 370.
Flight level 370, American 491.
Delta 227, descend to 15,000 feet.
15,000 feet, Delta 227.
Delta 566, contact center 125,
565, Delta 5665.
Alaska 253, descend via the Ola 1 arrival, except maintain flight level 240.
Okay, descend via the Ola 1 arrival, except 240, Alaska.
Alexandria approach, good morning, Delta 227 passing flight level 189er, descending 15,000 feet.
Delta 227, turn right heading 272, descend to 15,000 feet.
Turn right heading 272, 15,000 feet, Delta 227.
Delta 227, descend to 7,000 feet.
7,000 feet, Delta 227.
Approach checklist. Altimeters and instruments.
Set and cross-check.
Approach aids.
Checked and set.
Approach checklist complete.
442, traffic at 11 o'clock, 10 miles northbound is Boeing 737 at Natter.
442.
American 439, approach, quick, we approach from 8.
Perfect visual aid.
Got 505 heavy, maintain 250 knots. 250 goes on the track off. American 572 at Gino, reduce speed 2 and maintain 250 knots.
At Gino, reduce what speed, sir?
American 572 at Gino, reduce speed to 250, maintain that to the bus.
Okay, 250 at Gino, American 572.
Low approach here, transport 37, 26 left, 4, transport 3726, heavy approach, expected visual approach to runway 8. American 442, traffic no factor, traffic approach 126.6.
442.
Reduce speed to 230.
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please recheck the security of your seatbelt.
Please prepare the cab for arrival. Air transport 3726 heavy, maintain 250 knots. So
Ladies and gentlemen, we double check. The aircraft is now on its final approach. And we have a clear command. At this time, all passengers must remain seated with their seatbelts securely fastened. Your tray tables and carrying items stowed. Seat back to the upright and lock position, and your aisle armrest should be lowered.
American 572, reduce speed to 210, traffic 10 o'clock, 8 miles.
Delta 227, descend to 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet, Delta 227.
Approach United 237 is 18.5, descending via the Eagle 6 of Sierra.
United 237 approach, expected visual approach to runway 8.
Roger.
American 572, cutting approach 126.6, traffic no factor.
126 American 572, thank you.
First Scout 3175, with Sierra. And with 3175 approach, expected visual approach to runway 8. approach, expect to vision the approach runway 8. Delta 59, maintain 250 knots or greater till then.
250 knots or greater to advise, update to
reduce speed to 210. 210 speed, 584. Counting tower 120.9, get it?
120.9, 1044, have a good day.
South 1310, when able to confirm secure precise, double on, what now?
Looks Southwest 1310.
South 1310, good visual, close to line 7 right, maintain 210 knots until Baltimore.
210 to Baltimore, good visual, 7 right, Southwest 1310.
Citation 1 Alpha Papa, Conic approach 120.4.
104, 1 Alpha Papa, good day.
Southwest 2157, half 14.3 is turning on the Hydro 127 right.
Southwest 2157, approach, expect to visit the approach runway 7 right, maintain 270 knots, till then.
70 knots, so advise, Southwest 2157.
Citation 1 Alpha Papa, reduce speed to 170, then to maintain 5 knots.
Well, there were 170, then down to 5,000, 1 Alpha Papa.
South 1310, 11 o'clock, 2 miles, turn eastbound, company 3,800 there from 8.
That's Southwest 1310.
Okay, primitive at 11 o'clock and 2 miles, company 3,600 for the northbound.
Company back, Southwest 1310.
Victor, I'll put it on request, but for now, expect runway 8. Looks good from here.
Okay, we're flying an 8.
Southwest 18, correction, Southwest 859, reduce speed to 210, Conic approach 120.4.
Alright, we're going to 20.4, and reduce speed to 210, so 15 now, how to go?
You see that? Station 1 Alpha Papa, just going to maintain 8,000.
Center maintain 3000, 1 Alpha.
Delta 227, turn left heading 14 tree. Cleared for ILS approach runway 14. Contact tower on 127.350 when established. Bye.
Turn left heading 14 tree. Cleared for ILS approach runway 14. Contact tower on 127.350. Goodbye, Delta 227. Alexandria INTL Tower, good morning, Delta 227 approaching runway 14.
Delta 227, identified. Continue your approach.
Possible to roll the end for EPS nice and heavy.
Exit X Golf for Alpha 4, unable to.
Okay, copy.
American 14 with you on the ILS for 6 right 179 degrees. 14 out here, Alpha Direct traveling on or departing the South Complex, working right the shoreline, runway 6 right, clear to land. 6 right, clear to land, American 14. Get 191 heavy, opposite direct traveling on the North Complex, 25 right, on point.
On a point 25 right, just 2901.
Bridge 1901 heavy up the shoreline, turn left heading 210, runway 25 right, precision.
That's the shoreline heading 10, EPS 2901, 25 right, clear for takeoff.
EPS 910 heavy, right turn, Golf, Alpha Park.
Golf, Alpha Park, yeah, nice and heavy.
Cathay 3381 heavy, out of here, covered exiting southfield, opposite direct travel on the north side, 25 left, on point. 5 left, line up for right, Cathay 3281 heavy, up the shoreline, turn left heading 210, winds are calm, and at 25 left for pickup. Up the shoreline, turn left heading 210, 25 left, runway 6 right, clear, 2 lanes to the left of the runway.
Landing checklist. Start switches.
Continuous.
Recall.
Ah, this. Check.
Speed brake.
Arm green light.
Landing gear.
Down 3 greens.
Auto brake.
Auto brake 3 set.
Flaps.
Flaps 40 set. Green light.
Landing lights.
On.
Landing checklist complete.
Okay, right turn here at Whiskey, right turn at Echo, we'll stay with you, 6 left, 6 on F. Echo, Romeo, Bravo, hold to the Echo, Romeo, Bravo, hold short of Tango, 6 left, 1 F.
Delta 227.
1,000 feet,
Wind
stabilize,
is
Whiskey
calm.
Perch altitude
Runway
set.
14. Clear to land.
Cleared to land runway 14, Delta 227.
Approaching minimums. 300 minimum.
Flight slow. Flight
200.
Slow.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Delta 227. Contact ground on 121.900.
Ground on 121.900, Delta 227.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelts securely fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin. Please be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injuries to articles that may have shifted during landing. You may now use your mobile phone and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed. We invite you to visit delta.com for all your future travel needs, including checking in for a flight, and managing its span miles per pound.
turn right at Mike 2.
If any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation,